Weston, Chief Denis Linehan, Weston Police Department here. I hope each one of you have had a wonderful and safe and healthy summer. I'm back for our monthly update of this version of the Chief's Dispatch. And what I'd like to talk about today, the first topic will be swatting. I'm not sure how familiar you are with that term, but swatting is a term that kind of came on the horizon a few years back, started out on the West Coast, where police agencies were receiving calls for service, and normally these calls for service would require a large police presence. So you'd have somebody that would call in 911, or they would call in the normal business line, and they would report a major horrific incident that would get the response of a SWAT team. So the swatting term comes from trying to get a SWAT team to respond to a location because of an incident that's going on. They were seeing it on the West Coast, predominantly in the area where the actors, actresses were living, and these individuals would call in these bogus reports to get this particular response at that particular location. Swatting calls have then really gone throughout the entire country, to include the East Coast and to include here in Weston, where we've actually had some residences that have been targeted, where these reports have come in to the station reporting it could be an active shooter type situation. You're also seeing, most recently in the national news, a lot of our colleges and universities, these kids are going back to school, and you're seeing these swatting type calls. So again, the swatting is normally a hoax call. It's a false report of some major incident trying to get a large police response. The motive behind it is mixed. It does pull a lot of resources. It ends up creating a lot of hysteria for a short period of time. And I want you folks to know that in the instances that we've had here in Weston, our dispatchers in our offices and supervisors are well trained on these types of calls. As a result, there's a way for us to start to vet some of these calls that are coming in. Sometimes they know the questions to ask. So if our dispatchers, if you end up calling our police department and our dispatchers are asking you numerous types of questions, the reason is they're trying to ascertain the legitimacy of the call. And they're doing that because of how we are then going to respond to that particular call. When we get these types of calls that come in, we obviously treat them as if it were happening, but based on the information that we're receiving, based on the information that we're trying to obtain, based on all the factors that we're putting together, that will dictate the type of response that we'll implement. Again, I make mention of this because we have our school year starting up next week. You may have a son, a daughter that's going off to college, university, and again, we're seeing that the colleges and universities are being targeted right now with these swatting types of calls. If you have any questions, more specifics that you're looking for, please don't hesitate, reach out to me and I can assist you with that. I hope I was clear in explaining what swatting is. Just know that swatting comes from the term SWAT, a SWAT team, a tactical team, and that is the response that the caller is trying to obtain. I mentioned school. School starts next week here in Weston, and one of the things that we always like to remind folks, you're going to start to see the kids out at the bus stops. You're going to start to see buses picking up those kids. You're going to see a lot more activity out on the streets in regards to traffic. Please use extra caution. I can't stress enough the importance of just safe motor vehicle travel. We see it every day. We see it on our way to work, on our way to school, in our daily activities. We see people running the red lights, the speed, the stop sign, the four-way stop sign that's right behind me. We see people going through that daily. Our officers are out there and they're using their enforcement efforts to try to curb this type of behavior. But again, with school starting, please use extra caution. You see those flashing lights on the bus, that means you got to stop both ways. Don't be passing a school bus. And I know that this sounds pretty elementary, but believe it, we see it each and every day. And we just want to make sure that our kids and our motorists and our other residents are getting to work or wherever they need to be safely. If there's anything, again, that we can do at the Weston Police Department, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're always available. If I don't get back to you right away, please just give me a day or so and I will. And if, again, we can do anything to assist you in keeping you safe, reach out to the Weston PD. Thank you.